There's no cap to what you can achieve when you believe in yourself. If you have a dream, don't give up on it. Even if people don't believe in you, even if you're scared, nothing great comes without risk. And honestly, the word fail doesn't even feel real to me anymore. Here's why. I left my safe, stable corporate job in finance with benefits, with sick days, paid, personal days, vacation, the works, to pursue my dream of building my art business. I know on paper it sounds crazy. I was working a 9-to-5 salary job in the same field I was studying in college, moving from one bank to the next. I didn't hate my job most days. I was actually pretty good at it. If I had stayed, I know I could have climbed that corporate ladder and achieved success and checked off all those boxes that society says are so important. But the thing is, deep down, I knew that life was not for me. Every morning waking up was a struggle. I just intrinsically knew. You ever feel like you just don't belong somewhere? No matter how good you are at something or how hard you try to be good or great at something, you look around and you can imagine yourself doing this for the rest of your life. That was me. Every day I felt like I was living someone else's life. And I want to be clear, I'm not knocking anyone who loves their 9-to-5 or feels fulfilled in their role or their corporate job. That's wonderful, that's amazing, and I'm very happy for you that it works for you. But for me personally, I deeply craved something more, something different, something that made me feel alive, something that felt less mundane and repetitive, and to be honest, a little depressing. So I made a choice. I traded my stable 9-to-5 job for a 24/7 job. That doesn't even feel like work because I am so passionate about it. I love it. I've loved it for years now. And to be clear, I'm not living the dream life yet. I'm still growing and building and learning every day. There are many challenges. It's not easy, but it feels extremely rewarding and fulfilling and right. Let me paint a picture for you, pun intended. On the surface, my corporate job checked all the boxes. It was steady income, it was benefits, it was a clear career path. But the reality was that I felt trapped. Every day felt the same. The meetings, the sales pitches, the endless emails, it all felt very soulless to me. It felt inauthentic, like I was playing a character that wasn't even me in order to please other people that didn't really care about me. I could easily just be replaced. But again, I wasn't completely unhappy. I was comfortable. I met some really cool people, a few of which I'm still very close with to this day, but I wasn't alive either. And tell me if you can relate, but I felt as though I was just going through the motions and living for weekends or vacations, counting down the days and hours. It wasn't just the routine. I felt like a number in a massive system. My work didn't reflect who I was, and honestly, I didn't feel valued. I knew deep down that my creativity was being stifled. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was meant for something more, something different. For me, art had always been my passion. Growing up, I was that kid, that very weird, strange child, constantly drawing, constantly creating, making up weird songs with my sister, making up weird little movies, painting, writing, and daydreaming. And somewhere along the way, I convinced myself, or maybe the people around me convinced me that that was not realistic and it was a waste of time. Get your head out of the clouds. Art was just a hobby, right? It wasn't until I started creating again after hours and on weekends that I realized how much I missed it and how much it made me feel so peaceful and fulfilled and alive. And it brought a kind of freedom and purpose that nothing else ever did. And just for fun, I'd posted on Facebook or Instagram, and something really cool happened. Once other people started reacting positively, and not that I rely on external validation, just to clarify, it was more so being told how much I was inspiring them to pursue their passions and inspiring people to be themselves and value their own opinions and perspectives and dreams over anyone else's. That's what really was like, wow, to me. That's so positive and powerful. This is my life's purpose. Being true to myself, doing what I love, expressing myself creatively. And by sharing that process, I'm hopefully inspiring other people to do the same. But turning art into a career, that seemed impossible. I mean, who leaves a stable corporate job for something so uncertain? It took a lot of planning and motivational videos, hearing from like-minded individuals who actually made it and who were living the life I actually wanted to live and saw myself living. That's who you should be listening to. Take advice from people whose lives align with the way you aspire to live. Don't take advice from people whose choices don't reflect your goals in any way. I saved some money. I researched how to start an art business. I began setting small goals. I didn't wake up one day and I quit. I didn't just wake up one day and quit my job. It was a process. But the more I prepared, the more confident I became. And so came the day, the moment that changed everything. I was just sitting at my desk, staring at yet another customer's bank account And it hit me. This is not what I want to be doing for the rest of my life. Even if I'm upgraded to a nicer office with different tasks and a fancier title and a prettier name tag, I don't even want that. I just realized I had two choices: stay in a life that felt safe but unfulfilling, or take a leap of faith and bet on myself. I chose the latter. It wasn't easy. There were doubts, there were fears, there were sleepless nights, but I knew I'd rather fail at something I love than succeed at something that did not feel like me, something that was eating at my soul. And honestly, the word fail doesn't even feel real to me anymore. Here's why. Failure is not failure if you keep going, if you keep trying, if you never quit, you'll never truly fail. You will only learn and grow. The only way you can fail is by stopping, by giving up entirely. When you shift your perspective, failure becomes something entirely different. It becomes a guide steering you in the right direction, teaching you valuable lessons, and giving you insights you wouldn't have learned otherwise. Every setback I faced in this journey has taught me something I needed to know, whether it was a new skill, a better strategy, or just resilience. These so-called failures are what helped me grow, refine my vision, and reach my goals even faster. So now I don't see failure as the end of the road. I see it as part of the process. It's a teacher. It's not a roadblock at all. That's why you shouldn't even be afraid of that word. Don't be afraid of failing. It's very important and it's part of the process. Leaving corporate life wasn't just about starting a business. It was about reclaiming my freedom. Working for big corporations made me feel replaceable. I was a number, slaving away to make a multi-billion-dollar companies even richer. And the corporate ladder, it always has a cap. You're always under someone else. But when you work for yourself, there's no ceiling. The only limits are the ones you place on yourself. And I love that so much because it just gives you so much more of your power back. Not everyone understood my decision. Some people doubted me, others did not support me until they saw me making it. Some still don't support me, some still doubt me, and I want to say that is 100% okay, because not everyone will see your vision and they don't need to. They may not even be capable of understanding what it is you're striving for, and that's completely okay. You have to accept that and respect that and be okay with that. What I've learned is that nothing great comes without risk. The freedom to do what you love on your own terms is worth every challenge, for me at least. Now I wake up every day. I don't have anxiety. I get to create. I get to inspire others to tap into their own creativity, to feel something, to connect with themselves. That's the real reward. It's not just about making money. It's about creating a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. That alone makes me feel like I've already made it, you know? And when you do that, the money comes automatically. It's a byproduct. I feel like the more you live in authenticity, the more the universe smiles down on that and rewards you for having the courage to be who you are meant to be, yourself. So if you're in a job or a situation that doesn't feel right, I want to tell you, you're not stuck. You don't have to settle for a life that feels safe but unfulfilling. Freedom, the freedom to do what you love, how you want, and on your own terms is worth it. Is worth it. If you have a dream, don't give up on it. Even if people don't believe in you, even if you're scared, take the first step. Every step forward is a step closer to building the life you want. Something that I always think about is you have only this life to live as the person you are in this moment. So don't waste it on something that doesn't bring you joy, fulfillment, or purpose. Our time here is so limited. I think we have to make it count. I think we have to make it count. We really do. I'm sharing this story because I just want you to know it's possible. You can create a life you love and you're capable of so much more than you realize. If you are thinking about making a change, I hope this gives you the courage to take that step, to take that leap. Remember, keep creating, keep dreaming. There's no cap to what you can achieve when you believe in yourself. If you made it this far, wow. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.